Just a quick update, and yeah, so what's going on? So I guess the first thing that's going on, we had a little bit of excitement back at the house. I had to call 911, which is the first time I've had to do that in a while. One of our neighbours in an apartment managed to somehow get themselves locked inside a cupboard, and of course she couldn't get out, nobody could get in, so we had to call the police to bust down the door and get her out. Ambulance people, they checked her over to make sure she was okay, and yeah, everything seemed to work out okay. She was a little bit frazzled, so yeah, that was a bit of excitement that we didn't need. What else happened? Oh, the new iPhone X. There is absolutely no way at $1,300 Canadian that I personally would ever buy that. I think that's a crazy price, and even then it's not a particularly great phone. If you was to go for the higher up version, you're looking at $1,500, which is just insane. Of course, as an iPhone developer, there is a very high chance at some point I will have to get that type of phone anyway, but I personally am not going to pay that. That's premium laptop territory. I can't justify that for a phone, for personal use, so that's my thoughts and feelings on that one. What else is going on? There's a very, very high chance I'm about to do some travelling in the next week or so, things will switch up a little bit on the vlog. And talking of the vlog, I've been doing a lot of critical analysis, looking at the vlog, so looking at what can be improved, what can be done better, and not just from the vlog standpoint but also from my standpoint. I've learned a lot over the past couple of weeks, really trying to improve what's going on here, both technically as well as from a workflow standpoint. You hear often about editors and their workflow, and how you can speed up your work if you make the process a little bit easier on yourself, or you plan things ahead of time. So I have been doing that. I don't know if you've noticed, sometimes you'll get one or two videos that I accidentally am dressed the same way and it's because I've done back-to-back shooting and then accidentally put them out back-to-back as opposed to on different days, to break it up a little bit. The other thing I'm also doing is getting my Apple Motion up to speed. It's very, very difficult at the moment for me to do some of the things that I really envisage in my head. I'm having to play around and brush up a little bit on that. If you're wondering what that noise is, it looks like a school is having a fire drill. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop because there's a noise in the background here that's maybe being picked up. So I'm going to do the second part of this video from indoors here. So where I was at was I was saying that I was doing sort of self-critiquing of the videos. So there's two types of changes. There are those I can do quickly and those that I have to take a little bit longer to do. Some of the ones that I can do quickly I have been doing, and some of the other ones, they were either waiting on me to learn a skill set or for me to get a piece of equipment. One of the things that I know I desperately need to do is get a proper microphone for when I'm doing these types of shoots. Using the smartphone at the moment, whilst it's a free option as far as I already have the device, it can do the recording. The sound isn't optimal, and I do desperately want to fix that as quick as possible. The second thing is, there are certain aspects of Apple Motion, for instance, that I just really do need to learn how to do. Whilst I have some experience with it, I'm not an expert by any stretch of the imagination. So, there's little things and tweaks that I want to do here and there. On top of that, there is also the element of planning. Now, I have a lot of stories to tell, as I've mentioned before. I also have a lot of experience that I'd like to share. So it comes down to the fact that, in life, sometimes I don't remember when I really need to what it was that I wanted to say. And sometimes I'm just out there doing something else and it suddenly occurs to me, it would be a great idea to do a vlog about this. And so I've been trying to write down, when I remember what they are, the things that I want to cover. So, there's a big backlog of episodes still to come. No, they're not recorded yet, but they are at least written down. And also the other thing that I have started to take into account is when I post something, what is the value of that? There are a lot of people when they start vlogging, and they basically take the attitude that if they put something up, people are just going to watch it. It's almost like, I'm going to post 2 minutes of me talking, and there's no educational value, there's no other there's no other value at all, really, other than them just being vain about what it is they're doing. And I'm very, very aware that some people do that. Like, if there's no reason for people to invest their time in you, then, why are you even making the videos on YouTube? So that's something else that I've been very, very much bringing to the forefront to make sure that there is enough, like, here's something either interesting, funny, or educational that, actually gives people a reason to watch these. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I'm not doing this to get as many subscribers as I can or to earn money or anything like that. I literally just like the idea of making videos, and I'm interested in trying to improve my skill set at the same time when I do it. It's just like everything else. The more that you practice, the better you get. So it's like practice, practice, practice. So that's that side. So in addition to trying to make it look better, and once I've got the microphone, which will come in the next couple of days, hopefully, that will sound better. And then it's down to really me trying to make sure that I do refine what I'm doing with my editing and post-production skills. Now that's going to take a little bit longer. I'm not an editor or anything like that by trade. I'm a programmer, so yeah, it's going to be an interesting learning experience. You may have seen one or two little experiments that I've already done in the past few days, but I am actively trying to work out, okay, what is it I need to do to improve things? So yeah. So that's where I'm at with the vlog. Now, having said that, one of the biggest things that I've learned so far is how much time this actually takes. I really have, as I mentioned during the outside part of this recording, I've been working on the workflow. So I've managed to get it down substantially, but it still does take, for let's say a 5-minute to 10-minute video, I'm still looking at around an hour of color grading, trying to adjust the sound, trying to edit stuff, make it look pretty, watch it over, then go back, make some more edits, and it really does take time. So I'm torn about what's going to happen if this European trip goes ahead, because on the one hand, I do still want to put out frequent content, but on the other hand, I may not have the time to be able to do the post-production. So if that happens, I may have to temporarily drop to a video every 2 days or every 3 days. But as I said, like right now, things are a little bit up in the air as to whether or not I'm even still going. So never a dull moment. So that is pretty much the crux of where things are at right now. That is the state of the YouTube. Until next time, bye.